Ow, 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 ow. Mary McKnight here with Service Dog Academy and Diabetic Alert Dog University. It is Monday, and that means it's Medical Alert Dog Monday, where I answer your questions about medical alert dog training for diabetes, seizures, narcolepsy, and migraines. I'm also interested in experimenting with alert dogs, so if you have a disability you think you might need an alert dog for, please contact me. As you know, I start out each episode with a socialization item, and this week's socialization item is ow, 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 ow. Mary the Tool Woman Taylor Power Tools. So power tools are kind of a part of every American homeowner's life. And if you are lucky enough that you don't have to deal with power tools the first 5 months of your dog's life, that's great. But it's really important that you get your dog used to them, because you never know when you're going to have to use them in your house, or your neighbor's going to have to use them, or you're going to be, by a construction site. So really important, get your dog used to all different types of power tools, not just a drill, but all different types of power tools. We actually have here in Seattle, we have something called the Seattle Tool Library, and you can actually go and check out power tools. You pay a fee to be part of the library, and you check out power tools. This would be a great opportunity to get your dog used to being around power tools without actually having to buy them. So check in your neighborhood, see if you have one in your area. All right, our question of the week comes from Mary Ann. I don't know if you know this, Mary Ann, but my name is actually Mary Ann. It's not spelled like your name, but she doesn't say where she's writing from, so I'm going to say she's emailing me from the bridge of the USS Enterprise D. Okay, so Mary Ann writes, I've spent the last week reading your material from the link you sent me after subscribing to your email list, looking for local trainers, and watching your extremely informative and easy to watch videos. It has been an informative week to say the least. I'm excited to continue to learn about diabetic alert dogs and decide if this is a route for me. I'm glad that you're using my materials, and I'm glad that they're helping you. One thing I learned is why larger dogs are usually chosen. I understand that they can give the service dog look and that they can be taught to brace. I do have a question about bracing. I weigh between 125 and 120 pounds and have been a type 1 diabetic for 35 years. While I have had 2 episodes in the last 5 years where I found the paramedics looking at me in the back of their truck, I have never needed someone to help me get up. I was hoping to choose a smaller dog around 40 pounds as my next dog. Would this size be okay as a diabetic alert dog? Marianne, this is the type of question I really love to answer, because it shows me that you have been looking through my materials and you've been doing your research, and I love that. And actually, I haven't even answered this question ever before, so it's a good question for me to answer. So the answer to your question is yes and no. It just depends on what you think is appropriate in your life. So for the yes part, there's no doubt in my mind that if you get a 40-pound dog, that it will be able to alert to your medical condition. We actually have 2 Yorkies, miniature Yorkies, that alert to migraines in my program. So it's not that your dog won't be able to do the medical alert dog portion of the training. There are actually a number of benefits that come from having a dog that is 40 pounds or below, and one of those is especially for travel. So if you travel a lot on airplanes, this would be a really great decision for you, because it's very hard to get an 80-pound Labrador Retriever to sit in your seat space on a packed 747 airplane. There are many days that I was traveling with my service dog Jasper. He went on something like 27 flights or 25 flights. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there are many days that I would have paid for a 40-pound dog because he was 80 pounds and he was very difficult to get on the airplane. However, here's the no part of the answer. The reason why the vast majority of service dog programs have chosen medium-sized Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, Poodles, and mixes thereof like Labradoodle and Golden Doodles is because of 1,000,001 reasons that you will never think about until it happens to you. And I have had a service dog for 10 years. So yeah, it really is. It's going on 10 years now. And I can tell you just about anything that's probably going to happen to you. So try to think about it like this. You're going to start training with your dog at 8 weeks of age. And assuming that he starts to alert at 5 months of age, that's when you can really take him out in public as a service dog at that point. It could be service dog and training in your city, just depends on where you live. But assuming that he has a normal career, he could work up to 9 to 10 years of age. And what you really need to think about is what could happen in my life in the next 9.5 to 10 years of my life. Could it be possible that I might need in the future a dog to brace off of? I never thought I'd need one either, but in 2013, I started to get some really strange symptoms in my body. My knees started to swell really large. They started to get stiff. They were red. They were burning hot. And they were making it hard to go up and down the stairs. They were making it hard to get up off the floor. They were making it hard to turn around. It was starting to get really bad and painful. I don't know what was causing it. The doctors couldn't really find out what was causing it, but it was making life hard. And I can tell you that I'm very thankful that I chose to pair with a larger, dog, because even though I didn't expect to need one, I actually did need one for a couple of weeks because I had actually fallen down and hurt my knee at one point in, I think it was about March of 2014, and I had literally a bruise the size of a $50 bill on my kneecap, and I could barely walk in addition to having the painful knee condition. So, think about it like this. Is there a possibility in your life that you could ever need the use of a dog to brace off of? I know I did, and it's possible that you may too. I make the recommendations that I do based on training 100 medical alert dogs so far. I've also trained a whole handful of other types of service dogs, as well as over 1,000 pet dogs. And also I'm basing my decision on my experience with having a service dog, and also the hundreds of years of experience of trainers that I have learned from. So there are reasons that are going behind these suggestions that I'm making that are not necessarily something that you've probably thought of before, but has happened to me or other service dog handlers in my life or in the lives of the trainers that I've been working with. So, can you get a dog that weighs 40 pounds or less as a diabetic alert dog? Absolutely. But I would suggest that it's a Labrador Retriever, a Golden Retriever, a Poodle, a Labradoodle, or a Golden Doodle. And I suggest those breeds for a million and different reasons that you would never think of until it happens to you. I hope that answers your question, Marianne. So what do you think of my answer? What do you think of small or extra small dogs being used as service dogs? Leave your comments below the video on YouTube or on our website. If you like the video, please like it and share it with your friends. Click the share button on our Facebook page and share this on your page with your Facebook friends. And also you could forward the email that this video came to you in to your friends as well. I'd very much appreciate any type of sharing that you're doing with these videos. If you would like to be notified when we add new videos, go to servicedogacademy.com or diabeticalertdoguniversity.com. Go to the very bottom of the website and enter your email address to be added to the email list. Once you get added to the email list, you'll actually receive a free PDF that has a bunch of resources for you to read and watch. If you have questions about training or purchasing a medical alert dog, please email me at questions@servicedogacademy.com and I will try to answer them in next week's YouTube video. I've just added a March 2015 class to the schedule. If you would like to enroll in that class here in Seattle, please go to our website at servicedogacademy.com or diabeticalertdoguniversity.com, and the class information will be on those websites. I just want to remind you that you can change your life with the use of Task Trained Medical Alert Dog. All you need is a suitably temperamented dog paired with patience, time, and the right experienced trainer. I can't wait to help you. I'll see you next week.